Hello and welcome to another episode of FC Goa TV. On the show today, behind the scenes with the team doctor. A walk through the lovely Fontainus colony in Panjim. A taste of the only lollipop in India with a bubble gum. And Alwyn George takes on a round of rapid fire.
Yeah, my name is Dr. Sandeep Kumar. I am the team physician, or you can call it team medical doctor. So I take care of any medical situation. We got 2 physiotherapists, 1 masseur. So they all report to me. I've been a sports person all my life, so it was destined to be me being ending up as a doctor in medical, like in a sports line. So it was always my first choice. Not the sports person, okay, at least be a medical doctor who takes care of sports persons. I've been always a competitive person in my life, like even my school days I always want to compete in any sports, and I used to be good at almost every sports I ever played. So, but somehow I chose to study this. Being an Indian, I think it's better to study here in India because we Indians are good at studies instead of sports. So my family, always advised me in such a way that I ended up being a medical person. I actually come from an army family background, so I grew up in many places, but basically I stayed in Delhi for a longer period of time, let's say 10 years. Sports medicine, it consists of many different disciplines. It's not just one particular department. It contains cardiology, emergency medicine, where all we learn about CPR, and surgery. It's one of the important parts, especially orthopedics. So they're all bone injuries and all. So especially now, it's an ever-growing field. So every year, our sports medicine course is changed and they keep updating with some new fields. Somehow, my first job was with football only, and I always loved football. So I became so happy with it, so I stayed with football. My first job was as a medical officer for age verification for under 15 Manchester United Premier Cup, which happens in India back in 2008. And from that onwards, then I continued my study in sports injury department in Delhi, MEMC. After that, I thought of staying with the sports, so I continued with the national football team. Somehow I got opportunity to work for the national team, and they liked me and they kept me, and they gave me this contract for working with the national team. Yeah, it's not just treating the player, we have to keep him match fit. So we have to decide instantly whether he can play or continue the match. So that's the most difficult thing, but we are used to it. So we know that if he can't, we want to make sure that he is 100% to continue the match. So if I see anything is there which can come in between his performance, so we try to replace the player or keep him for the rest of the tournament. That's how we approach. Team is doing well. Its injuries are just part of the game because it's given with any sports. Same with the football. So we are doing well in every field. And there are so many techniques we use, but I can tell you all this in front of camera what we do. But yeah, everything is good. You know, it's a competitive field, and if you are in sports, you have to be at your best. So I don't think there's any time to relax. All you have to do is, just take care of your body. So why not do good things to yourself? And since we are a part of team, so we have to create good example. So that's why I always, keep myself up to the best possible. So that's what I advise them. Yeah, that's not the case here. Like most of these players are professional. They've been doing this from past many years, so they understand this well. So it's never been an issue here. So I think it's all going fine. Yeah. Obviously, they are first 11 because they are the fittest in the team, and technically it's been decided by coaches. So that's why they are in the first 11.
Gadre presents the Just Like range. Ready to cook? Healthy party snacks for the fish lovers.
We love fish, we love Gadre.
He's given the ball away. And in goes the cross. It's been a dangerous cross, but they've got rid of
और ये लास्ट 10 मिनट्स जिसमें कैरेट का बेहतरीन हिट।
हेलो, हिट नहीं, किक।
अच्छा, और क्या?
और वेजिटेबल्स का थ्रो इन, कुकर का प्रेशर आउट, इंडक्शन कुकर से पास्ता का फॉरवर्ड पास, फाइनल विसल और इटालियन मील का गोल। किक, हाँ? हिट नहीं।
Work feels like play with Usha Home Appliances.
Amidst the hustle and bustle of capital city Panjim lies an 18th century secret. As evening comes on, it gets even cozier.
I think in Goa has got a lot of neighborhoods like Fanta English. It's not the only one of its kind. There are many other such things, but it is within an urban settlement of Panjim. So I think the essential charm of this is the architecture and the fact that it is frozen in a period. Wonderful thing about it is it's got an age-old community that has been living over here, and the way I understand it, it's like it has been networked almost like a family, one big joint family. So this is essentially the charm of Fanta English for me as a resident of Fanta English. A lot of these houses have been built within the period from 1825, I think, 1825, and then there have been some houses which are later. My house would be about 100 years old. It's not very old. Problems with these houses basically is maintenance. Yeah, one is because they've been built with a lot of materials like wood, and wood decays. It is attacked by white ants, borers, and also the problem that there are constant roof leakages, and today you don't find workers who go easily up on the roof to do replacement of your tiles. But I think it is well worth it because it's such a charming neighborhood, wonderful atmosphere, which you do not get in the new neighborhoods, especially when you move into plotted layouts, which are so formalized. To build the networks in the community takes a long time. Some of the older plotted layouts have developed into communities, but some of the new ones still continue to just exist as individual homes without having that. So I think it is worth it in that sense. I think what has happened is over the period of time, a lot of these houses have been sold out, all right, and a lot of new neighbors have come in, and they have been welcomed into Fonta English. But also another thing has been happening simultaneously in Fonta English, that is the introduction of guest houses, lodges, boutique homes, things that bring a lot of tourists to our area. And I think that when you ask me who are the other people, we have the permanent residents of Fonta English, and we have all these floating residents of Fonta English, which is also adds to the life in Fonta English. There are small bakeries, there are little restaurants, there are little curious shops, things that make it interesting for visitors.
We have been brought up here since we were child, and this area is since we were child, we were seeing tourist people coming here every day, visiting here. Everywhere, old houses only you can find it here, all Portuguese time, and government also doesn't allow to renovate and all here. So it's people come, it's a pleasure to see. You can see the interior, you can renovate but the exterior part, it's the same. The way Portuguese people were building their houses, it's the same. Now you can see a well there outside our house, so it's a symbol the cocks and all. So you can make out the way Portuguese people used to build the houses the earlier times.
Well, for starters, I must say I'm really fortunate to have been born and brought up here in Fonta English because of the simple fact that, as you can see, it's we've got lovely architecture here. Been running our place for about 30 years almost, but now there are so many new places that have opened up, and I think that's a great thing because we are opening up our culture to a lot of foreigners who are actually coming in. Foreigners and also a lot of Indians as well from the other states who come in to experience this culture. But I think a lot more, as I always say, there's always scope for improvement, and I think the government must see the fact that tourism in Goa is not just about the beaches and it's not just about the booze, but it's also about the culture. And we must go a very much longer way to sort of preserve what we have.
It's my house. I stay up and we have a small restaurant running down, and I enjoy it very much. People from different countries, and it's so nice to meet them and know them, and especially when they come back over and over again. It's a great feeling to know that you're cared and you're loved. I like to do a lot of Goan food, Goan Portuguese food, a little bit of Indian food, and a dash of Chinese and Portuguese. Most of the restaurants here are open between 7 and 11, and the people enjoy a small meal, when they are tired and something like that. They like to go out and have a different taste, and so they love going out. Fonta English is very homely, nice, very cool place to live in.
Usha water pumps are engineered to provide reliability and durability, coupled with noiseless performance, low power consumption, trouble-free operation that comes with a 1-year replacement warranty. Usha water pumps. Water comes to life.
हमारे इंडियन वैल्यूज कितने स्वीट होते हैं ना। देखिए, किसी को भी डिस्टर्ब करना बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं। सो स्वीट। पर टीवी देखते वक्त क्या हो जाता है इंडियन वैल्यूज को? अब नहीं होगा, क्योंकि वीडियोकॉन D2H है हेडफोन्स के साथ। किसी को डिस्टर्ब मत करो और इंडियन वैल्यूज को मेंटेन रखो। वीडियोकॉन D2H फॉर इंडियन वैल्यूज।
My favorite player is Lionel Messi. My most memorable moment in soccer was when I was in an academy. I played a match in Singapore and I scored a goal and then I celebrated. So that was a great moment for me. It's my favorite soccer team is Barcelona. One part of my training I don't like is conditioning. One part of my training I like the most is with the ball. If I wouldn't have been a soccer player, I would have been studying in colleges. My favorite food is Indian food. My favorite dressing style like casuals, shorts with t-shirts, with shoe. My favorite actress is Deepika Padukone. I like about Goa is the beaches here and it's a lovable place.
हमारे इंडियन वैल्यूज कितने स्वीट होते हैं ना। देखिए, किसी को भी डिस्टर्ब करना बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं। So sweet.
Come on.
पर टीवी देखते वक्त क्या हो जाता है इंडियन वैल्यूज को? अब नहीं होगा, क्योंकि वीडियोकॉन D2H है हेडफोन्स के साथ। किसी को डिस्टर्ब मत करो और इंडियन वैल्यूज को मेंटेन रखो। वीडियोकॉन D2H फॉर इंडियन वैल्यूज।
See every detail. Hear every detail. Experience every detail. Philips HD LED TV with DTB technology.
The Verna industrial area is home to many factories and warehouses. But in the middle of all of that is a candy product with a difference.
First bubblegum fillet lollipops who are made and sell in India. We fill it with 30% of bubblegum, that is nobody can do. And we've been doing this 50 years already in Spain and before in South America. So basically we have a little of experience on doing lollipops at least. So that's what makes different bubble digger with these bubblegum fillet lollipops. 50 years ago, more or less, it was make the first bubblegum fillet lollipops in Spain and become the #1 lollipops on sales in Spain for the last 40 years, 45 years, around that. So basically it's our proprietary technology, so we are the ones who can fill it the most, the bubblegum lollipops. So that's a unique thing, and you have 2 in 1. You can have a candy, but you also have a bubblegum. So it's a very different, and I'm very surprised how in India when we sell them or when we give to a kid, they open, they have it, and then suddenly they begin to see something inside. So they try to have it faster to see what is inside. No? So until everybody knows that it's a bubblegum inside, that will be a surprise. Our state-of-the-art plant is in Goa, in Verna Industrial Estate, where we manufacture all these lollipops. Basically, we manufacture millions of them in a minute. So we want to split the product all over the country. Now we are still currently exporting most of our production, but we start local sales in different states around India already, like North India, Delhi. We are selling in Delhi and Punjab, other states on the north. Then also Assam, different places, no? Mostly on the places that the games are happening, basically. So that's good. Actually, this is a fast-moving product. So there is 5 rupees and 10 rupees. We have both. 10 rupees is more for modern trade, and for general trade is 5 rupees. And basically, we want to be in, not now, but in the future, in some time, everywhere. Because a 5 rupees product can be in any Pambalas, no? Or Panwalas is the name of the shops, no? So we want to be there, everywhere, and it's a very affordable product. So, I mean, competitors are more or less same pricing, and it looks nice, it stays better. No, this one is now Buddy. There is another brands who do different things. But like this, exactly with a 30% of bubble gum inside, there is no Buddy, and the same flavors as we do, like black currant or cola. There is nothing like that on the market. We have a strawberry. Red is always very successful all around the world. Everybody likes red, even if it's a strawberry or something else. Then it's black currant that is becoming very popular, and people, I think, like very much in India that flavor, and cola also. So for the moment, we have 3 flavors, and in 2 sizes, 15 grams and 21 grams. Basically, it was happening. We know because the owners of AFC Goa, so they tell us, why you don't bring over your lollipops for the presentation of the team? Will be fun and different. So we say yes, of course. So we bring them over, and it was a big hit. Everybody was having 2 or 3 of them. All the football players were having the lollipops because many of them played before in Spain and they know the brand and those lollipops. So, it was something kind of fun and different, and people were talking about, and then we decided why not to take them over to the stadium, to the media center and some areas. So we bring them over, and it was great because it was one of the match that AFC Goa win with Delhi, no? So it was a fantastic spirit, everybody was happy, and so it was great. We hope we can keep doing this and they keep winning, that's part of it. And also we have many things in common, in the sense of Spain. In Spain we love football, so we are Spanish, so that's one of the things. And also with football is many things, it's happiness, it's excitement, it's passion, and also lollipops are a little bit like that, no? So, and people like to have something when they're seeing the match. Sugar is fat-free, and they burn 4 kgs per match, so they can have as many as they want. And for keep your sugar high, is also great to have, and as a glucose, so is very good for sport people actually to have after a match, or and for kids who are running everywhere. So I think. It's a very good mix between lollipops and candies and football and all of that, no? Now we are starting just 2 months ago, local sales actually. We are very happy because the product is the people is liking a lot. So basically a problem that we can reach in some point is like we can't produce so many candies for so much population. So I think we will need to build another factory in some time, maybe North India. That would be fantastic actually. But and in marketing and in all of that, we want to do many more things. But at the moment, because we just starting slowly, we want to put our candies everywhere to be available, and then start doing some things, and probably to be related with football. You know, from now and in the future will be nice also for us. You know that. Football, because as we say before, we are Spanish, and in Spain you have that in the blood, and you know it's a nice match. You know, it's a sport, it's challenge, it's many things. No? And we will begin to do many more marketing things in the future.
It's very nice and tasty. Strawberry.
It's nice but tasty.
It's like lollipop, but it's in bubble gum inside.
Gadre presents Just Like Crab Sticks. Enjoy the taste of crab in your favorite recipes.
We love fish ray, we love Gadre.
Stunning design, superb colors. High performance even at low voltage. Maximum airflow, minimum noise. Automotive-inspired E-Series fans from Usha.
My most memorable soccer moment was when I played for my country. From my favorite soccer icon is from India, Clifford Miranda. My favorite soccer team is Chelsea. One part of my training that I don't like is to drink water when I'm practicing. One part of my training which I like is running. If I was not a soccer player, I would be an advocate. My favorite food is pasta. My favorite dressing style is casual. My favorite actress is Deepika Padukone. The best thing that I like from Goa is the beauty, the nature and the beautiful climate.
हमारे इंडियन वैल्यूज कितने स्वीट होते हैं ना। देखिए, किसी को भी डिस्टर्ब करना बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं। So sweet.
Come on.
पर टीवी देखते वक्त क्या हो जाता है इंडियन वैल्यूज को? अब नहीं होगा, क्योंकि वीडियोकॉन D2H है हेडफोन्स के साथ। किसी को डिस्टर्ब मत करो और इंडियन वैल्यूज को मेंटेन रखो। वीडियोकॉन D2H फॉर इंडियन वैल्यूज।
That's all for today. Next time, the highlights of FC Goa versus Mumbai City FC in Mumbai.
Missing Andre Santos, of course, the Brazilian who scored for them here. Jewel Raja and Miroslav Slavička, three important players out. I think the coach has a lot of problems there with the